Hi everybody, my name is Danielle Nicole and welcome to Monetary Makeup. Now I don't know about you guys, but being someone who is in my mid-30s, I have oily dehydrated acne prone skin and I'm also starting to get fine lines. I have redness, sensitivity, the list goes on, so I feel like I'm constantly on the hunt for the perfect concealer. So today we are going to be testing out a brand new concealer that just dropped from Too Faced. So this is called the Born This Way Etheral Light Illuminating Smoothing Concealer. I can't believe I got that in one take. You guys, these names are getting so long in all these products. Now I am actually getting ready to head out of town, so I wanted to pop on and do this review for you guys before I go. So today is probably going to be a little bit quick. So if you were curious how this new Born This Way Ethereal Light Concealer performs on 30 plus skin, don't forget to hit the like button, the notification bell, and let's get started right now. So let's first go over a couple of quick details about this new concealer. This new Born This Way Ethereal Light Illuminating Smoothing Concealer retails for $26 US and comes in 5 mils or 0.16 fluid ounces. If I could see, it would be amazing. I can't wait to get a haircut soon. I'm actually recording another video today testing out the Tula Radiant Skin Brightening Serum Skin Tint. So expect a video coming real soon if it's not up already of this. Now as far as the packaging goes, nothing fancy, just a traditional concealer. What I'm most curious about is what the doe foot looks like. So here's what the doe foot looks like. It is a little bit pointy on top. I personally love these type of doe foots because when they're pointy, you can really get into the corners of your eyes. Now the shade I picked up to test out is called Oatmeal. Now this shade was marketed as someone who has a fair, cool undertone. Just taking a look at this color in the tube, I would say it's more light than fair. But let's see, it is swatch time. Oh yeah, I would say that this shade is closer to my actual skin tone. So if I end up liking this concealer, I might actually go back and pick up a shade lighter. I do want to blend this out, that way you can see what it looks like on the hand. Now can you guys see that radiant finish that this concealer has? Well, I am pretty excited to test out this concealer just from the swatch. The texture feels very creamy, lightweight, and hydrating, and also has a radiant finish. All right, you guys, I'm kind of getting a chuckle out of this. I have to share it with you. So as I mentioned, I'm testing out the new Tula Skin Tint, and this shade is about one shade too light for my skin tone. And this new concealer, at least from the swatch, appears to be one shade too deep. So I'm basically going to have backwards foundation and concealer shades. But it's okay. At the end of the day, I'm really just here for the formula. Can always go back and exchange the shade. So I typically go between a damp sponge and a brush, just depending on if my skin is more oily or dehydrated. Now because I have on a skin tint today, I did use a damp sponge for that application method. I'm thinking let's go in with a brush for the concealer because I don't want it to remove any of the other foundation. Real quick, I just wanted to show you guys what my under eyes are looking like before I go in with the concealer. Now what you'll notice if you are new to my channel, I don't have extremely dark circles or anything like that, but I am starting to get a lot of those fine lines, and I do get a lot of dehydration right underneath the eyes. Now I don't do this all the time, however when I have eyeshadow underneath the eyes already, what I like to do is apply the concealer to the back of the hand. That way I have more control over how much product goes on. So once again, the shade is called Oatmeal. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really into food names, especially for my face products like concealer. I don't really want to put oatmeal underneath my eyes, but whatever. Okay, so this is actually not as dark as it looked on the hand or on the swatch. This might actually be my exact skin tone, surprisingly. Goes to show you never really know until you actually put it on the skin. Now if my eyes are looking a little bit red right now, I definitely got shimmer and glitter in them, and I tried to rinse out my contacts, but you know, that stuff sticks around forever. Okay, so that was one very, very light layer. You guys know I like to work in small sections and build up. So no concealer, concealer. So this is definitely a very lightweight concealer. But not only is it lightweight, it's also a light coverage, I would say. We're going to see if we can build it up, but I wouldn't say this is medium coverage off the bat. Now, I was so excited, I forgot to mention what is on the back of the box. I do want to mention that this product is infused with coconut water, just in case there are any allergies, alpine rose, hyaluronic acid. It claims to be 24-hour wear, waterproof, sweat and humidity resistant, non-creasing, and deliver immediate all-day moisture. Those are a lot of claims. All right, let's do the other eye and then we will build this up a bit. Very, very lightweight concealer. I know Shape Tape is one of the most common concealers. Now, I actually don't like the original, but I love the Ultra Creamy. That is definitely my holy grail concealer. So this is much thinner in consistency, and it definitely has less coverage for sure. I don't know, can you guys even tell that I have concealer on? I don't know if that's a bad or a good thing at this point. I mean, it really blended and melted right into the skin, and I feel like it is my exact shade, which rarely happens. So I might actually keep this shade and just pick up another light one. Now this doe foot is definitely going to be very helpful. I love the shape of this because it comes to a point. I wish all concealer doe foots were like this. Now, even though I don't have dark under eye circles per se, because I'm so fair, I do get quite blue, especially in this area right here. So that's the area I'm going to focus this second layer on. I'm definitely glad I went in with a brush and not a sponge. So I would say this product is building up a little bit, but just from my initial impressions, I would say this is a light, maybe light medium concealer, but I don't even think I'd classify it as a medium coverage. What do you guys think? I feel like I can still see the blue in that area. Now, even though this product is more of a light to light medium coverage, I am liking how it is looking on the under eyes. It's not clinging to any of my dehydration, which that is something that drives me absolutely nuts. My concealer cannot cling to any of my dry patches, so it is not doing that. And it definitely has some radiance to it, but there's no glitter, no shimmer, anything like that. But it is definitely not matte. I can certainly see the radiance. Yeah, it's so nice that you can go in and add a couple layers. And I'm not noticing it settling into my fine lines, at least at this point in time. And I love that it doesn't look cakey. This looks so nice on the skin. It's funny how much darker this shade looks when it's just swatched out. But once it's blended in, say it's my exact skin tone. So shade twinsies out there, Oatmeal is a good one. But I definitely want to go back and try a lighter shade because this is marketed as a brightening concealer. So, I want it to do a little bit of brightening under the eyes. Oh my gosh, you guys, I need a haircut so bad. They were completely booked. So I do plan on getting my hair done in the next couple of weeks. For now, we'll just have to deal with my bangs being completely in the way. But I wanted to bring you in up close. That way you can see what the under eyes are looking like. Looks really nice, right? I mean, it doesn't have a ton of coverage, but I love the way this product is sitting on the skin. All right, so despite not having a ton of coverage, as I just mentioned, this is a beautiful concealer. I'm really hoping that it holds up throughout the day. All right, you guys, I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup. Not going to be much, probably just some lip gloss. And I will see you guys at the end of the day for my final thoughts and the wear test. Hi everybody, so I just got home and it's been about 5 hours since you last saw me. I apologize that it has not been a full 8 or 10 hour wear test, but I am getting ready to head downstate and I wanted to pop on before I leave. Now, even though it hasn't been a full day, with concealer specifically, I usually feel like I can get a good grasp at whether I like the formula or not after only 3 or 4 hours. So let me first bring you up close, that way you can see what my under eyes are looking like. And yes, I have a super shocking lipstick shade on. I actually just got done testing out the new Urban Decay Lip Balm Lippies, so this video will be coming soon. But let's take a look at the under eyes. Now I am noticing a little bit of creasing in this area, And this is always a problematic area for my concealers. If they are going to crease, that usually is the area they do. So even though this concealer creased a little bit on me, it is definitely getting 2 huge thumbs up. So let me explain why. So as I mentioned, I have fine lines in this area, and it is pretty rare for concealers not to crease in that area. And keep in mind, I did not go in with any sort of setting powder. So I really feel like if I were to go in and set this concealer down with powder, it probably wouldn't crease as much. That's typically how it works. And you know, I'm actually not someone who typically sets my under eyes with powder. I know that's pretty shocking for some people, but part of the reason is if I go in and use powder and then I do get creasing throughout the day, there's not really a whole lot I can do. But if I skip powder, I can simply take my finger and dab it out a bit. So I am totally fine with a little bit of creasing. I feel like at my age, that's just kind of to be expected. Can always go in and tap it out or add a little bit of setting powder. But you guys, this formula is so stunning. I absolutely love this concealer. Now I know it does not have as much coverage as I'm used to. Typically I use more medium to full coverage concealers, but let me tell you, the way this concealer looks and sits on my skin, it has the most beautiful radiant glow. And it didn't emphasize any of my dry patches. I get so much dehydration in this area that I always talk about, so to find a concealer that doesn't cling to any dry patches, that's pretty rare. And let me tell you, I am betting that this concealer would probably work as a foundation beautifully. You know, I was just thinking about saying if you have any sort of dry or dehydrated skin, then I would probably recommend this and perhaps skip it if you are oily. But keep in mind, even though I have some dehydration, I also have oily skin, and I did take the concealer down a little bit in this area, and I'm not noticing a ton of grease or a ton of oils coming through. I am so excited to continue playing with this, and I think I'm going to order a lighter shade. And if you guys want to see another video of me testing out the lighter shade on the under eyes and using this as a foundation, just let me know down below. Alright, I am so excited I decided to try out this concealer. Now keep in mind, I am just one person, so if any of you have tested out this new Etheral Light Concealer, let us know what your skin type is and what your experience was down below. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye guys!